Anthony Hartwig here with a Boardman swim player profile. We're joined by another senior, Matthew Beichner. Matthew, thank you so much for coming on and talking to us about your journey.
Of course, it's my pleasure.
All right, before we start talking about the end of it and graduating and all the stuff that comes along with that, let's talk about the beginning. When did you start this sport? When did you find yourself falling in love with being in the pool?
So I actually started swimming when I was about 5 years old at a club called BTSC, Boardman Tennis Swim Club. Uh, First coach was Miss Coach O'Halloran. Yep. Uh, he sparked my interest in swimming, and he's really been a great guy. He came back a long time ago. I think my sophomore year at our alumni meet, and it was really great to see him. But yeah, he was the main reason why I continue this sport and love it so much.
When you start so young, when was it that you kind of realized that it was something that you wanted to pursue, take seriously, work at, and get as good as you are now?
Yeah, so that it was definitely a progression. I didn't immediately think, oh, I wanna do this for a sport or a living. Yeah, um, it was definitely a progression. So after my freshman year, I was like, I could do this again. It's definitely a time commitment, but I thought I could do it. And then year on out, sophomore, junior year, I just continued to love it even more, and I'm having a blast this senior year.
You know, when you also are a cross country runner in the fall, conditioning, I'm sure for you, is never an issue. You're always using your legs. Talk about how much cross country kind of helps you prepare for what you're going to do in the winter with swim.
Yeah, it definitely helps the legs. I definitely wouldn't be as decent of a kicker if I was now without it, without all that muscle built up in my legs. And it's also helped me contribute to how to benefit my time because it is it is a time commitment. Uh, you spend about 4 hours of a day swimming, uh, and I suppose cross country is kind of similar, a little bit less of a time. Uh, but yeah, cross has really shaped my swimming career for sure.
What lessons do you think you take from the cross country season that you take into swim?
Dedication. Uh, you have to be dedicated and have integrity to make sure that you get all your work done. You can't skip a mile. You can't skip a lap. You have to get all that work done if you want to be better.
For 4 years, you've been able to represent Boardman. You've been able to go out there, wear the colors, represent your school as an athlete. What does that mean to you, just to be able to represent the school and the community in both sports?
It means the absolute world to me. It's an honor to be able to represent my school, coaches, and teammates by being a captain. It's a real pleasure, and I can't thank them enough for allowing me to do so.
What kind of things about the school and the community make you proud to be a Spartan and proud to be able to do that?
Uh, the fact that it honestly feels like a second family. Everyone is so close together and tight knit. Uh, our boosters, they after some meets, they provide food for us. It's always absolutely delicious. Uh, the coaches, they make sure that we feel safe. Uh, they care. They really care about how well we do, how we practice. They uh, tell us to change tactics, change our technique if they want to get better. Our teammates can do the same exact thing. I had an occasion where a teammate did indeed help me. The competition that they provide, I do really want to beat my teammates. Uh, so yeah, every single one of them is it really feels like a family, and I'm really happy.
You know, I know that you've gone through your career and you have to had to deal with injuries. You've had to get, persevere through a couple of injuries, and this is your first year that you've gone injury free as a swimmer. So talk about what it's been like to kind of be resilient and persevere through the adversity that you've had to face the first 3 years of high school?
Yeah, it's definitely been an experience. My freshman year, I had to deal with a stress fracture in my ankle. That that wasn't the greatest. I had to miss most of my cross season, and I couldn't really kick much during swim. Sophomore year, there was still continued problems in my ankle, and it's still trying to heal. Uh, Last year, I actually had surgery on my neck, like swollen lymph nodes, so I got that removed, and that took me out of action for summer swim. So that definitely didn't help, and probably affected me during the fall for cross country. Further affected me for swim. Uh, but senior year, it's really been nice. Uh, it's been really nice to start healthy and finish healthy. I haven't had any problems this year, and I'm really happy as to where I am now.
That's awesome to hear, and I know that not only did you have to go through the physical stuff to get back from all those situations, but also mentally, just trying to grind through it. Talk about who are some of the people and what are some of the things that got you through all that mentally and kind of gave you the strength and the confidence to persevere and to get through it all and to now to have your senior year go as well as it has.
Definitely a big part of that, main part of that is my parents. My parents helped me through every single aspect of getting through all of that, getting through the swim season, my injuries, cross season, school in general. It's I'm grateful to have them as part of my life. The rest of my family, my siblings, they've always helped me, chided me in the right direction. My coaches, both cross and swim, summer and winter, they it's been an honor, and they've been really understanding of my limits and what I could do in the pool given my current situation at that time. And my teammates. Teammates are the biggest part of the swim team. They're a real honor to swim with. Every every practice that we do, it's they make it fun, and it's awesome.
You're the third swimmer we've talked to, and you make it 3 for 3 for swimmers with a 4.0 GPA. Talk about what it's been like to grind through as a student athlete and to work hard in the classroom and to now get yourself to senior year with a 4.0.
It's been really hard. Uh, Swim takes about 4 hours a day. You wait for the bus, get on the bus, you drive all the way down to YSU, you practice for 2 hours, then you come back. You get This year we get back at around 9 o'clock, and we leave at about 5. So it's a real time commitment. I only have time to go home, eat, get ready for swim, maybe finish some homework. Then it's off to swim. I get back, I do some more homework, and then go to sleep, and then repeat it all again. So it's definitely challenging, but I've done it for the last 3 years, and I'm almost done with this one. So that's nice.
You know, you don't go through all that with a 4.0 without some teachers that have helped you along the way. Who are some teachers that you think really impacted your journey and helped you with that 4.0 GPA?
I think my main teacher is Mrs. Berkey. She was my chemistry teacher for 2 years in honors chemistry and AP chemistry, sophomore and junior year. She's a real swim fan, and she came to almost every single meet, home air, home or away, and that meant so much to me. And she's a big swim fan, so it was a real honor to be in her classroom. And she understood if I was struggling with something, she'd take the time to help me understand. Uh, she was a real nice teacher, and she continues to be a big part of my life.
What was the class that was hardest to get through, hardest to maintain that A and get that 4.0?
Yeah, it was probably AP chemistry. That one class that she taught, that was the that is the hardest class that I've ever taken. It I was very close to not maintaining a 4.0 in that class. I was at the rim, but I held it out, and it was so fulfilling and awesome to be able to pass that, and I couldn't have done that without her help.
When you got that grade back, it had to be one of the coolest moments for you to get through that class with still that 4.0 intact. Let's talk about your goals after high school. What are some of the things that you want to do after you graduate from Boardman?
So what I want to do, I want to attend a university, out of state or in state, to obtain a major in biochemistry.
What makes you want to go into that major? Is there a career that you think that major will lead you to that you're pretty interested in?
Yeah, I want to eventually go to med school to eventually become an anesthesiologist.
Wow, high goals, man. I love it. What made you want to go into the medical field? Is there something that you went through in life? Is it a family kind of that is in a med school? What made you want to go into the medical field?
So I think it's a mixture between a little bit of both of those things. I think my injury, my surgery had something to do with it. I've had problems with this a lot over the course of about 3 years, my whole high school career, and I kind of just wanted to like understand it and like what made it the way it was, and that just spread. And my family comes from a my father's a doctor, my sister wants to go to med school, my mom was a nurse, so I suppose that just runs in the family.
I know you're going to go on to do great things, Matthew. Before we let you go, we want to give you a chance to take the limelight off yourself for a minute in this interview and shine on the people in your life that have meant the most to you, that have supported you along the way. So I want to give you the time to give some shout outs and some thank yous to the people in your life that you think deserve it.
Of course, my parents for sure. They've been me. They've been with me and supported me my whole life. My siblings, Amy, Lainey, Charlie, and my dog Cooper. They've been awesome helping me, especially him. My coaches, Coach Carlo, Mark, Chelsea, and Michael. They've they've been absolutely astounding, and I definitely wouldn't have been here without them today, or as great as I am without them.
I wish more athletes gave pet shout outs. I appreciate the shout out to your dog, man. Sure, he's a good boy. All
Yeah,
right, Matthew, we want to thank you so much for your time, and we wish you the best of luck in districts, and we also wish you the best of luck in everything you're going to do in your future endeavors, and we look forward to talking to you again real soon.
thank you so much.